talk about this, where's my charging port? And hopefully my cat is not behind the back of my chair, which he usually is. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screen. In a minute here, looking for a outlet charge from the phone. Cord somehow not allowing me to get access to that port. Here, it would be nice. The thickness is going on back here. Wires and cables and everything else back here. All right, man, what the heck? Jumanji back there. Wires and cables and everything. Clean that up. Wire management back there badly. This is what I'm talking. Okay, so let's get back to this real quick. This is the reason why I explained to you right from the door. You got to research companies before you buy. How long they've been around. How much experience do they have? You have to, because a site can be up 1 minute and gone the next, that fast, that quick. His sites never last that long. They cannot last a year. They don't even last 6 months. Probably about a couple months. That's basically about they're gone. We know we got a track record on every recording. Every time he shut the site, came up with something new. Last time it was that water paint with that evaporating system and distilled water nonsense. Then he come with the goopity goo. Was the goopity goo that nonsense? The goopity goo. Is that the stuff that had water in it? Yeah, it did have water in it. That was the goopity goo that had water in it. So it was the goopity goo that disappeared. Reason why he got rid of that, because I told you that we were going to buy it, get it over here. That's what I bought my second cell phone for. We're going to pop the lid on it, drain all the water out of it, seal it up, put a camera on it, and run a 24-hour stream on it. See how long it takes, or a day or 24 hours, 2 days, whatever. And then when that's up, we'll come in, we'll pop the top, see if it evaporated, as he claimed, which we know that was a lie. He was just mixing a lot of water in there to try to make the product look like something that it wasn't, with a different texture. And on top of that, you know, used as an excuse as a delivery system and blah, bunch of bull crap. Anyway, that didn't last long as we made that statement. He removed that altogether. Comes back out with this PSP. He's got this launch date coming up, all this stuff. He's talking all this trash on camera about polymers and this, that, and the other, and trying to educate you on products. He doesn't know jack at the end of the day. That's what I explained to you. He doesn't know anything at all. He's just talking for the sake of just talking. That's why he's sitting on camera debunking everything he's saying, debunking everything he's saying, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And when you're fake, and your products are fake, you're not going to last that long. You're definitely not going to last that long. And this fellow does not last long at all. What's going to be the next one? I have no idea what's coming up next. But anyway, this stuff right here, again, guy did a review on it, which we know which is solid weight 5, which they're all buddies at the end of the day. That's why he chose him, because he knows that whatever happened, he would fix it. And he couldn't fix that mess. You can tell clearly that the screen was 2 different colors when it came out. I don't know how that happened. You figure it out. I really don't have time to figure out how that nonsense went on. Top of that, he has fake specifications, range gain. We know that's the dumbest thing you have ever heard in your entire life is range gain. I've never even heard anything like that in my entire life, therefore he cannot prove this. And yeah, this will hit him with a ton of not as described complaints, because again, who wouldn't want the higher gain? I would want the higher gain. How do I paint this screen to achieve this higher gain? How can you show me proof that I'm getting this higher gain? Can't do it, because it doesn't exist. So his site is now down, which means when they give you the sold out, we've seen these before, the sold out, all of these products are sold out. This isn't a product that he's basically, as he says, making from scratch. You can, the only way you would sell out on a product, unless, I mean, you would actually on everything. I mean, everything. I mean, you can see one item, but everything. The only time you see it sold out on ours, unless it says not available. You'll see a little sticker right here that'll sit there and say not available, right there. That's why. And you know why? We'll tell you why. We do updates and do so many video demonstrations. It's not available yet. You know, we still have it in testing, blah, 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 stuff like that. But this was all sold out. We've seen this pattern before. We've seen this pattern when I tried to buy products from him. We had sold out for at least 6 months at one point that we couldn't get access to his products. So this is Danny shutting down. This is what it is. Him actually shutting down. Well, you learned something valuable today, Mr. Danny. What you learned is basically this field is a very hard field. It's a very hard business at the end of the day. Only the tough survive in this business. As for those who are saying, well, what about Jamie's done? He's finished. He's been finished from day one. He got product matching, house paint, and didn't remove any of the products off the website, didn't issue an apology to his customers when he made the mistake and got caught, busted, came back out, did another video which claimed that the same product that got matched, another product didn't match that product. Oh, come on. People, I mean, at the end of the day, for his followers, if you actually believe all that, then you deserve to get scammed. You really do. You deserve to get every penny ripped out of your pocket. You do. If you just saw all that evidence right in your face and you go, I'm gonna buy it anyway, you deserve what you get. You definitely do. But anyway, yeah, these businesses at the end of the day, they have no test. There's no test underneath this product. There's no customer reviews. It's nothing at all, period. And this is why they're here today and gone tomorrow. So what's going to be the next one he's going to come up with? I have no idea what's the next one to come up. And maybe he might quit and just give it up altogether. But all that trash talk about me, Danny boy, at the end of the day, talking about how I don't know what I'm talking about, how I don't know anything about screen paints, how I don't know anything about this, that, and the other. And guess what? I've been here for over 12 years. What the frick is your excuse at the end of the day? I got more test demonstrations at the end. I can go through my site right now. Anybody can go through my YouTube channel and look up just about anything or pull up on that account. And it'll be droves of videos on top of that. I have more knowledge than you have at the end of the day. Way more. Could have taught you a few things. There's a lot of mistakes you made in there. Could have taught you a few things. But this is what happens when you go through life with a full glass. So what is it going to be now? Don't know. Who knows what he's going to come up with next. But now you see the pattern. You definitely see the pattern. Now that you see the pattern, you know what to look for when it comes to screen paints. I told you from the door, anytime you buy a screen paint product, the first thing you need to ask for is tests. Are there any tests on this product before it was sold? How do you know if this is going to react at 1,000 lumens? Well, he has it at 2,000 lumens, or 1,000 lumens won't even pick up. So pretty much obsoleted every form of pico projector under the sun with that one right there. There's a lot of questions on this stuff, a lot of questions, especially that range gain nonsense. This is a product that he was supposed to be launching on May the 26th. This is when I saw problems popping up. I told you it was a matter of time before the site basically started going to that sold out pattern, because this didn't even pop, it didn't even launch. Didn't do any testing. That's what you did. You took a product, you made it as fast as you can, you put a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah nonsense behind the back of it to make it sound like you know what you were talking about, and then you turned around and you launched the product with zero testing. Didn't even know how this stuff was going to react. And I'm pretty sure he's got some complaints. If he did sell this product, let's say off of YouTube, to other customers around his area and they were having problems, that's another reason why he had to shut the site down. Because I guarantee you, if Silent Wake 5 had that problem, I guarantee other people had the same problem too. And he probably did try to push this product to other people that were not on, that would not, they basically demonstrate on YouTube. And I guarantee it went wrong. So, not much to talk about here at all, period. It's launched. Yeah, it launched alright, and it's failed too. For again, 2020. Yeah. This is a perfect example. I've seen these before. Mighty Brighty was out for a while. Mighty Brighty stuff was actually pretty good. This stuff was really, really good. It's Mighty Brighty. There's another guy called, what was it called? Dark Energy Abyss. He was close to a black diamond screen, extremely close. He actually had a kind of a film material, but I found out some stuff that happened to him in COVID. Nothing happened like medical wise. Like his business tanked in COVID. I'm not going to tell you the rest that happened. I knew people who knew him. Basically, his product was actually pretty good too. Here's another person that disappeared. Let's see, applications, test. There's no test on this product at all, period. We know that. Ship and return about PARTAY product right here. Yeah, this crap right here. This is unbelievable. That's fake right there. That's definitely fake. That's not, there's no imaging of any of his products in here at all whatsoever, and he calls this a gymnasium. That's a church, by the way. That's what it comes up on Google as a church. See that? All this nonsense, but all this stuff in here, all this mumbo jumbo, and didn't know exactly what he was talking about. He doesn't even know business at the end of the day. Don't even know how to properly run a business. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from getting into the field and all, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy. It is going to be brutal. If you don't know how to back your stuff up, you're going to easily get crushed, very easily. So you're going to have to back everything up you design, everything you do, everything you talk about, everything. If you can't, then somebody like me will come in and go through your stuff with a fine-tooth comb and can crush your business just like that. I made a speech at Partay when he was running his mouth about his business. The first thing I said to him, I said, look, mind your own business, make your money. Stay away from me. You want to learn, you want to use me as a footstool. And the first thing I said out of my mouth, okay, you want to go down that road, I will burn your harbor to the ground and I will sink every last one of your ships. That business is never going anywhere. And if they keep going down that road of cutting corners and not doing their tests correctly, then guess what's going to happen? There's plenty of people like me on ABS forums and different forum sites. There's plenty of my kind around that will go through your site and test your stuff to see whether or not your stuff is good or not. Next time you guys want to sit there and make a mockery of God, because my business at the end of the day is Christian based. You want to make a mockery of God, you want to make a mockery of my blessing at the end of the day, this is what your results will come to. Now, do I feel sorry for him? No, I don't feel sorry for him at all, period. I have I don't feel sorry for him. Because again, this guy was ripping people off. He was trying to rip people off. Put a whole bunch of nonsense in here about stuff that didn't make any sense, didn't know what he was talking about. The guy was painting the screen horizontal. No one paints the screen freaking horizontal. You know how much work that takes to paint a screen? My screen in the next room is 159 inches. Try painting that thing from side to side. See where you get you at. I did 235.1s at 178 inches. Now how big that screen is at 235, how wide those things are, and you want it painted that way, it'll take you forever to get that thing done. Painted a 250-inch screen. Good luck on that one. I hope you got to get a good workout after that one, or cardiac arrest on that one. But anyway, yeah, this is all fake. All right. Done with here. This is why I tell you, do your research before you buy products. So that way you don't get ripped off. Sit there and talk trash about me at the end of the day, but guess what? 2024, we got a new advanced technology going out. Even the technology we have now is more advanced than what they have. If you're fake and phony, you're not going to last long. If you're doing things you shouldn't be doing, it's going to get out in the open. People are going to see you for what you are. If you're looking for anything on eBay involving screen paints, you have to put in projector screen paints because it's the only thing that's going to pick it up. Everybody's marked under this. Even Crow's running scared. He's been pulling his products off bit by bit. We've seen it. We've seen the backlash because people know his products are fake at the end of the day. Man matched a house paint in a live stream. That doesn't go anywhere. That will stay with you for the rest of your life unless you can come in and do another demonstration on the same product and beat it. That's the only way you can get around that. That's how damaging a tone demonstration is. A black on black demonstration is extremely can damage your stuff. We match a black paint on a YouTube video on a live stream. You know how much damage that will do to my company at the end of the day? That destroys your product right there from the door. That's why they're terrified to go near those demonstrations. Not us. We can beat that demonstration with our eyes closed. Anybody else, they're terrified to go near it. You match a house paint something that a customer can just go walk down to a store and pick up, that will destroy your company. And we do that for fun. That shows your confidence level on our products. I'm terrified to do that. That's why his listing's not here on eBay. He pulled it. Then he designed an LLC with his information. He marked his apartment as a business. Even worse. He's not in here. I tested them. Their product is actually really freaking good. Really good. I did a video on that. He beat Crow's products. Beat his products. His product is actually really good. Very affordable too. Shipping's free. And the customer service is freaking beautiful. Not like the customer service we had to deal with Jamie. That's something. His customer is horrible. Look at this. He's nowhere to be found. Are we going to the website? No. Jamie's website's a joke. Shipping policies are designed to rip off customers and steal from them. No. What if a customer wants to send a screen back to him, right? Or they say, hey, look, we bought some great paint and it matched. All right. Can you show us we're wrong here? And they send that back to him. You think he can do that stream live and show them that it doesn't match? No, he can't. That's why when he did that fake demonstration, he said his daughter was painting the screen in the next room. He never described what the paint was. He never told what it was. Did he have any other screen paints up there? I would think he would have had the bare silver screen and the network gray. Those are the two I would have definitely had up there also too to prove it doesn't match, but they weren't up there. There you go. So he's not in here at all, period. Pulled his listing. Of course he pulled his listing. Let me see. Amazon, microblend, slip silver. Anytime somebody looks this product up, guess what's gonna pop up? These are challenges that were sent to Crow to go in and put his product against slip silver, which he refused to do. So anytime someone looks up that paint, guess what pops up? Of us requesting him to do the test against his product, and he never did it. So slip silver started selling like crazy. This stuff used to be $17 and something like $17.99. You can't even get them in quarts anymore. You have to buy them by gallons because the quarts are sold out. That's how many people bought that at the end of the day. But even the gallon is cheaper because a gallon is only going to cost you $48. That's a lot cheaper than $60 for a screen paint that, again, is going to do the exact same thing. Don't they have this whatchamacallit here? Let me see. Yeah, there's a nice color to it too. So that's another person got highly upset with me because I sat there and told customers at the end of the day, before you buy a product, make sure it's tested before you purchase it. And he got mad over that. Because you know why? None of this stuff is tested, that's why. Before you buy a product, make sure they can show you demonstrations of the product versus a gray screen paint. Got mad over that one too. And I do find it hilarious that he comes up on camera and says that two customers asked him, what's the difference between his gray mix and another gray product? You just completely forgot about the whole network gray and the personal mix that just went out the window. You forgot about that. Because you did a video like that, but he forgot about it. It doesn't exist. As long as it's deleted in Crow's mind, it doesn't exist. That shows you how schemy he is at the end of the day. Now, you can tell me those customers, I'll direct them to the page we have over here called the blacklist and let them decide. If these videos that you have here on the blacklist, you feel at the end of the day that your product doesn't match any form of gray paint, then this is what you do. You take these videos right here and you post them directly to your website. If you're telling the truth to your customers, 100%, Jim. If you're telling the truth 100% and you're saying two customers asked you, does your product match any form of gray paint, and you show them that video, how come these videos aren't posted to your website? The reason why, because again, he doesn't want anybody to see them. And the reason why he wants no one to see them, because his product matched the gray paint. That's why. They should be posted to the site. Where is... Oh, no, we're in the wrong unit here. Watch a minute. I'm thinking we're on that one. Gas machine. Okay, I'm good. I thought we transferred over to some new music. So you should have this on the site. Yeah, you should have it on the site. It should be there. Black versus black needs to be posted onto the site. I'm sorry, that's us. Gray versus gray. So these videos, there's two of these, should be posted directly to his website, and they're not. And the reason why is because he doesn't want customers to see that his product matched the gray paint. Because if not, and your product can be the gray paint, you shouldn't be ashamed of this video. I mean, you had it up there for 4 months before you removed it. So this is the kind of stuff you got to watch out for. This is our website. I got to update this too, because now we're going to be, it won't be here. So we have to update all this in here. This is our black shop. So what you're seeing here, this is black versus black. This is our product tested against all different forms of black paint. We have everything from drawing into screens, on live cameras, fabrics, micro mesh, plastics, you name it, we've done it. Different varieties of house paints, which we've done. We've even made our own form of black screens. Blackout cloth material, as I see before, micro mesh, just about everything you can possibly think of. We've done these demonstrations inside and outside. These demonstrations even date back to sevens. That's how far back we've been doing these demonstrations. No, this is nothing that we've been doing this. We used to give out a blackout cloth surface, so we know at the end of the day, customers will probably say, well, why don't I just keep the black surface? Because it'll do the same thing as your product. We did that test already. Jamie, I think, came up and tried to do some demonstration where black cloth can match our fabric. Dude, I really do think you have some kind of memory loss going on. Because we've done that already. Done that. Already done. Been there, done it. I think you got memory loss. I really do believe that. This right here, we made 4 different individual black paints, even putting mica in it. As Danny said, if you put mica, it pulls higher white levels. Yeah, whatever. Let me see, more fabric. Oh, this is the new technology. This is the TV screen, which we're going to be doing some more demonstrations on that right here. These are new ones we added. I got to expand this page too. I definitely got to expand our page and make it bigger. So while they're sitting there hiding videos because they don't want people to see that their products are matching gray paint at the end of the day, we're actually advertising our videos directly to our website. And if he feels at the end of the day that he's being honest with his customers, and Jamie, we're talking about you, if you're being honest with your customers 100% about how your product doesn't match gray paint, then these videos need to be directly on your website to show them that your product doesn't match it. Yeah. All right, let's get back to us over here. Now this is Danny's test page. Yeah, for a product that was supposed to be, this is supposed to be our product at the end of the day. You didn't last long, did you? No, that tells you right there that you didn't know what you were doing. This is not what you call a test page. This is not even a test page at all. Where's your certified 1,000 lumens demonstrations? Outside, inside, ultra short throw. You don't have nothing. Oh, I forgot your products don't work on ultra short throw. Well, moving on. This is what you had. This is it. This is all your tests right there. No wonder you didn't last long. You have no, there's no test there. It's nothing at all. don't do the jobs correctly. That's the problem. This is a test demo page, so I can show you, Danny, how it's done. You see those screens sitting up there? Those are certified. Those are screens that range anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. You can't post on your site that you're saving people between $5,000 and $7,000, which I saw you advertise, because you have no proof that you can save them this money. You haven't done any testing. White level test done at 1,000 limits, done at fully lit environments. What's the difference between our products and a white surface? More demonstrations, outside demonstrations. You're missing a ton of tests. This is why you didn't last that long, because you have no testing. Where are your tests? Got everything from tabletops to door displays. Demo page. Wordplay is kind of crazy, ain't it? I love the wordplay on the page. Demo page. We got everything from gaming technology. Tons of pictures. Over 1,000 pictures in that reel right there. I sat there on camera and I basically went in and updated every single one of those pictures. Site has a ton of information. This is what PayPal sees when they go through my site. When somebody puts down, oh, there wasn't enough information. Okay, sure. You really want to go play that game with me today? 3D mapping applications. Neither one of y'all have that. How does your product react to 3D mapping applications? Ceiling technology, floor technology, 120-inch ultra short throw displays on a projector that costs $60, not $3,000. Window applications. 1,000 lumen demonstrations on projectors of 1,000 lumens and max out zones, fully lit environments, outside and doorways. 235.1 demonstrations. Ambient light rejection. When people ask us about the advanced ambient light rejection, there's our demonstrations right there on it. Demonstrations for the outdoor theater paint we used to make right here. We got it in all different sizes from 250 inches, 180 inches, to 150 inches. Been there, done that. Floor technology on display. Table technology, showing you how to convert your table. We got one behind us we're playing with right now. Over 1,000 pictures in the reel. The massive giant grid on our unstoppable ambient light rejection technologies. Anytime, Danny, you want to claim to be the king of ambient light rejection, don't, just don't, okay? 180-inch screen displayed in the ceiling. I can turn my lights on. And I've done that way back 8 years ago. I did that one of my other houses I was at, ceiling. The difference between our product and 4K and 720p, can you do that? We've already done that. The difference between our Sony 1,000 lumen projector 720p versus a 5,000 lumen Christie demonstration, right there. Demonstrations on gray screens versus our product. What's the difference? It's right there. We beat every gray paint product on the face of the planet, even our own gray products, and we get that for free away. Look at this, more slideshow demonstrations. Demonstrations on fast, easy and fast. How fast does it take for us to apply a screen? We painted tables, walls, 250-inch screens, motorized projection screens, you name it, it's been done. Painted motorized projection screens. I got dozens of those. I did actually a customized Pac-Man screen, a nuke screen for a game with a custom painted ultra short throw, and did a Pac-Man screen with lights all over it. Do I have that thing in here? I don't think I put it in here. There's more demonstrations. Mind you, these 720p Sony projector ultra short throw demonstration. Slideshow, another drop of 1,000 pictures. On every video we've done, every last one of these pictures match every single one of our videos. We don't steal anything from Google. Both of them stole from Google. This is a demonstration. We're doing a live paint-on demonstration at a customer's home. More motorized projection screens, and this is where we're going to be adding more more demonstrations. I got more than 1,000 lumens. I had a couple more than 1,000 lumens. I gotta drop those in there. What's it? 720p versus 4K right there. I had a PX747 ViewSonic projector. Yeah, never buying 4K ever again after going through that one. Again, ambient light projection technology on ultra short throw projectors, Optima GT55, Optima GT5600, and 2 NEC projectors. Black on black demonstrations are displayed again here. They're displayed under the shopping cart for all customers to see, and they're displayed here, just in case if they haven't seen them. Fast and easy paint on demonstrations on fixed frame screens, paint into your wall, paint into turn the bed sheet into a projection screen. You know, turn a blanket into a projection screen. Oh my goodness, you got to see me go into the search button and pull up the weird surfaces we painted over to turn them into screens to show you can paint whatever you wanted. I even did those mats ones we have on the floor. We did all that. Fixed frame screens. What was this? Painting a fabric screen. It's another motorized projection screen. Fast and easy demonstration. Oh, we still got more to go. The demo page is massive. Invisible technology. We had one outside. Invisible technology on a Panasonic projector of 1,500 lumens only. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, real quick. All right. Let me see. Demonstrations on see what you're missing. Our test versus Crow's product, great products that we made ourselves. Man, it doesn't matter technically whatsoever. Dedicated theater room setups, did that one too. I actually built my own dedicated theater room out of a master bedroom upstairs. Showed you why you don't use gray, white, and silver screens, not even gunmetal, and a dedicated theater room because they won't react right. This is some of the insane demonstrations we've done. Do you know we made a wallpaper screen a long time ago? Just never did anything with it. I'll show you the video on that. This is the first signs of sun killer technology. Now we have it, way beyond this now. This is the demonstration of my product matching
Christian these technology screens, and yes, I am having a ball with this black technology.
This is my demonstration side by side with the TV. This is the paint. Show you how beautiful this stuff pulled up. Now, as I said before, and I can't express this again, that when you're doing a demonstration on your screen paint versus a TV, you have to be in the same setting and environment that a TV is going to be at. If I were to darken this environment to make it ambient light controlled so the screen could pull out better, guess what? I failed because that TV doesn't have to be in an ambient light controlled environment. It's one of the biggest fails I've seen when people try to match their screens next to TVs. Let me show you something real interesting here. You're gonna get a kick out of this right here. There you go. Now, what was that about my technology not being able to pull a high enough white level? That's a 21 Black Phantom that can do that. That same technology in the 21 Black Phantom is now engineered in a dedicated black Cinemax. It pulls a white level literally that freaking high that it can actually match a TV. Interesting, isn't it? And yet, it can read a contrast level that's ultra black. Something a gray screen will never ever be able to achieve. Ever. But we can do it. Well, I need to get some pictures of this too. Do I have pictures of this? Put on the show? I do. Yeah, we can match the TV directly. Yeah. And this is the 21. We're at 48s now. There we go. 1080p projector. That's a 32-inch 1080p versus 720p. This is what we call the insane demonstration page. I see y'all do that at the end of the day. There's my $60 projector sitting on the floor. Ben had all this technology you're seeing, it's just being advanced, it's being upgraded. Look at that. It even picks up better reds than the TV. I didn't know 21s were that powerful. 21s, all our screen paints are extremely powerful. This technology we have right here, we never had to design a dedicated black Cinemax. We never had to develop one of them. We didn't need to. We had this technology right here and developed none of this stuff. It's just that at the end of the day, I like to be challenged. We're blessed to get all these amazing ideas on how to build insane screen paints. So I start making them. Guess what? Our shopping carts started getting crowded. Literally, I had so many paints on the shopping cart one time, I had to remove them all off and just keep certain ones. We literally had that much technology. See, Danny and Jamie, this is what people want to see. They don't want to be stuck in dark environments. They want something that's going to match the TV. It's going to look really nice, colors, no calibrating, none of that bull crap at the end of the day. That's a 720p display on a projector that cost me $300 versus a TV in a fully lit environment. One of the biggest things I see, and not just them, again, I can't express this enough. For people who are doing these side-by-side demonstrations next to TV, you're sticking a TV in a projector's environment. TV doesn't have to be in a projector's environment. The projection screen has to be in the TV environment. Y'all get that mixed up. And they go, oh, look, the colors, everything matches it. It's just like a monitor. No. Your environment is all wrong. TV doesn't need to be in there. Name one time you went and go picked up a TV and they go, oh yeah, if you want to use this TV, you have to be in an ambient light controlled environment. Like, why? Because the colors will wash out. Like, what the freak? Really? Yeah, it's unheard of. It's the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. So if you're going to compare your screen to a TV, you're going to have to be in the same environment as the TV. That's how it works. And he's not the only one that did it. I saw a couple people do this that pretty much have really big YouTube channels, did this nonsense. And I'm sitting there laughing like, really? And they didn't show any contrast whatsoever. So that's one of our other crazy demonstrations. Let me show you this one right here. This was the screen.
Okay guys, how you doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Christian.
That off right there. You see that right there? Never seen that before, have you, haters? This is the haters out there. You know what that is? That's a technology we engineered a long time ago. It was a gold screen that could generate a black level. None of the white levels came up with that kind of it's kind of tinted kind of color, like what's the word for it? Some people use gold screens. They try to use gold screens. The white levels come to a yellowish level. That's what happens. This doesn't have that issue. Look at it. They angry and upset. Like, what the freak? Yeah, this is technology we were developing years ago. I got so much stuff that we were able to develop that we don't even touch. This was just for fun. Just for fun. But this right here is a projection screen that can be folded. It can be bent. See how the screen goes nice and dark? Ah, yeah. That's called a contrast shifting technology. We've been had all that stuff. Never seen them do anything like that before, have you? Look at the angle gain on this thing. We have people that when offered us so much money for this technology, is not even funny how much money. This is way before LG came out, before we had it first. Where is it at right now? It's sitting in a composition book and a stack of other composition books. That's where it's at right now. The technology designed this. That's where it's sitting at. You guys are scrambling, trying to make these watered down products, and we have technology and composition books, stacks of composition books that we don't even touch. It's virtually impossible for me to make everything that comes to my head. It's virtually impossible. It's a lot of information that comes to my head. I can actually wipe out the entire company of Black Series Edition and rebuild another company right from the ground up. With a whole new different product line. I've done it multiple times just to prove I can do it. I got advanced technology way behind the dedicated Black Cinemax, way beyond. This is stuff we were messing around with and playing around for fun. Some killer technology.
Okay, how we doing out there? First things first.
This is the technology we're using now. We turned it into a game. this screen can absorb sunlight. This is the first signs of, we call it the sun killer. So just to give you an idea how much light is pushing through the window, let me see, here we go. That's how much light is channeled through the window. See what the projector sees? This projector is only hitting the side of the panel right here. It's hitting the side of the window. But that right there, that's 100% sunlight pushing right through. Same thing we showed you at the carrying place. That's our ambient light projection technology. Now, right now, we have it now much more advanced than this. And that's the same formula that we're going to use to engineer into making our own game. Now, you tell me any company right now that has a game that powerful, only we have that technology. Any screen, if you turn, majority of the projection screens you have now use ambient light controlled environments. That means they basically can't even survive in an environment that's not controlled. So that technology is taking in all that sunlight, the sample sheet's on the opposite side. The projector's on the other side, pushing the image through. That means it's meeting up with sunlight. Sunlight's filtering through at the same time that the image is coming through and it's popping up. This was called a technology under smoke. I was going to make it a projection screen for outside, but then I realized that we can literally engineer that into a game. Black Diamond itself doesn't even have technology that can absorb sunlight. That makes us having the highest gain on the face of the planet, because if someone can do it, and I haven't seen anyone do it yet. Now, for those of you thinking, oh, you're just doing this because you're bragging it. No, I'm doing this because I'm challenging the system. That's what I'm doing it. So people can make better products. Because the products I see right now in the market are garbage. I'm sorry, but they're garbage. It's garbage. You mean to tell me I'm gonna spend $5 grand for a screen that's supposed to be ambient light rejection, but I gotta be in a controlled environment? I'm not seeing 100% contrast, but I gotta spend all this money for a projector to produce a 2 million to 1 on a projector? Are you kidding me? That's crap. So if I got an 0720p sitting in my garage right now, I can't use that. I got to go spend more money to get this to work. And even after spending all this money, I still got to turn my living room into a cave. The ultra short throw demonstrations I see are pitiful. And I'm sorry who gets upset over this, but it is what it is. They're pitiful. You have an ultra short throw projector sitting 1 foot away from the screen. You have eliminated distance throw altogether. You have 3,000 lumens hitting the screen at 1 foot. What's the problem? Every last one of them. The P2 demonstrations, every single one of them sitting in dark, dim environments. But yet Mr. Bird's sitting up there on a 120-inch screen at a $60 720p projector, and I'm producing. Nothing wrong with the projectors. I say nothing wrong with these projectors. Like the name brands, nothing wrong with them. The problem is the screens have not caught up. And the projectors just keep getting more and more advanced, and the screens are still sitting behind. And people are going out spending money. Oh, I got this projector, I got that projector. What's the point? You're going to have a decent screen to display it off. That's why the TV reigns supreme. People are not understanding that. You could buy the most advanced projector in the world. It is useless without a proper screen. This is why all the demonstrations never beat the promos. The Ultimate GT55, we beat the crap out of the promo. We took the projector outside and hit it at 140 inches outside. The projector is only designed to do 100 inches. And after the contrast capability at 20,000 to 1, we turned it off. We didn't need it. Yeah. See, I told you. Man, I can preach this up and down and tell you at the end of the day. And I'm not trying to belittle some people at the end of the day. I'm just trying to get you to understand the system so you can understand exactly what's going on. Come on. Eyewall. Are you kidding me? 150-inch screen complaining about lights being 21 feet in the air. Right? On the ceiling, 21 feet. The average home doesn't have 21 feet ceilings. You have between 8.5 and 9. It's got a little bigger than that. Some people have 14 and 15s. Other than that, if you're plagued by lights at 21 feet, what do you think the average living room is going to have a problem with that freaking projector and screen at the end of the day? And then the one they had at 150-inch, which has to be a little higher up because it's a much bigger screen, was in a booth with curtains wrapped around it and a little ceiling. Oh, come on. My goodness. Well, that projector, I don't even like those projectors at all, period. Not a big fan of them. I'm just not a fan that when I watch Kickstarter demonstrations and they hype this projector up to be this, that, and the other, and it's talking about 4K, 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 4K. They never tell you that's a 1080p based projector. No, they don't tell you that at the end of the day. That comes up later on. Love to see one company be honest about it. Just be honest about it. No, y'all not getting what y'all think y'all get from y'all projectors. Y'all not getting it. If I could take all my projectors in here, none of them are brand new. They're all old eBay projectors. And I could blow out any one of y'all demonstrations on YouTube. Easily. Y'all don't do my demonstrations at the end of the day. All my demonstrations are unmatched. I've even got challenges. How many challenges I have that I've loaded up? I got thousands of challenges. None of them have ever been matched. Look at this. Look at that. Look. Look at Mr. Sun up there, smiling back at me like, hey, what's going on? What you doing down there? I'm testing out this new screen outside. See, while people are inside doing ambient light controlled environment, Mr. Bird is outside his house at around 12 o'clock, I think 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because we need it when that sun to hit, doing a demonstration testing out a higher version of screen technology. Had a jerk said, where did they get a load of me? Demonstrations on, what's it? We got side-by-side 720p versus 1080p certified demonstrations. We did a custom-built screen from the ground up. Sawed all the wood, cut it, put it all together, stapled the material out, painted it, built it from the ground up, right on camera. Demonstrations are more black versus black, 3D mapping applications, 50 lumen projector display. Oh, I'm so tired of the fake industry. Tired of the fake industry. Here's some more test demonstrations on fake knockoff projectors, which we warn you to stay away from these things. All right. I'm curious to see. Let's see. Let's go into. Oh no, that's my big channel. I got some good music playing in there. Like, what we got here? Oh, this is the guy that picked up. Did I save this? I didn't save it in there. I'm gonna go into my search. And dig up, no, I need that. That's a WeMax research I'm doing right now, so I need that right there. Gee whiz, I need another YouTube, because I need that for research. Let's see, again. I'm off, I'm done with the whole PARTAY thing. I'm just sick and tired of seeing people come on there and talk all this trash at the end of the day, thinking they know everything. They don't know jack at all, period. Nothing but a bunch of nonsense coming out of their mouths. No testing, no results, nothing at all, period. Can't show me nothing at the end of the day. Neither one of them can show me anything. You are an embarrassment to the industry. You're an embarrassment to the industry. You're an embarrassment. Shouldn't be selling paint at all, period. Let me see. I need to go into my, right here. Let's dig up some weird surfaces that we got bored and decided to paint. I'm gonna find that screen underwater. Underwater? Let me see. Underwater. This is my search engine. I can go in there and type up anything. Let's see about underwater. Underwater. There we go. See? I'm just typing underwater, and this will pull up all the demonstrations that I've done when I've submerged screens completely under. Woo! Is that it? Been looking for this video. This is what we use to project. Oh my goodness, this is it. This is freaking it. I finally found it. Yeah, for artists trying to dig through an archive, like over 9,000 video demonstration. This is a demonstration where I basically went through a fish tank and did projector mapping on a screen that was submerged underwater. And looking for this one. I did the Big Daddy. Oh, yes! I found it. So that's being 3D mapped. That is underwater. Oh, I gotta send this to my investors. They were just talking about this, about being able to map underwater. So basically, this is our technology right here, right in the water right here. That's our screen right there. And see everything, we're able to map everything inside underwater. Because, man, everybody on freaking Lightform, when they had the site, when people were uploading all their stuff, everybody was just doing walls and bases and stuff like that. And I was like, man, let's do something really, really crazy, something way outside the box. So I actually 3D mapped the fish tank underwater. See all those plants and everything? All that stuff is coded in technology. Everything in there. I don't know fish in there. I stopped buying fish a long time ago. So anyway, I just used the tank for work. So I took out all the objects, everything out of the fish tank, even the rocks, everything is sprayed and coated in that technology and dropped back into the tank. And I can map inside the tank. Boom, boom, boom. I do some crazy stuff. I got a Big Daddy in there walking back and forth. I forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget about it. I was trying to figure out exactly where it was at. This is it. This is the one where I actually pulled everything out of here, sprayed everything down. I dry everything first, spray everything down, put it all back into the tank, fill it back up with water, and then basically drop the Big Daddy screen in there and the Big Daddy walking around. Oh man, yeah. I'm looking for this video for the longest time. Oh man, I'm just happy I found it. I'm trying to figure like, what would I bring it up under? And then I realized that anything that we dropped underwater, it's gonna pop up. Look at that, look at that. Is somebody sick or what? And now we got that new aqua paint coming up, that front and rear. Oh man. And that stuff is designed to absorb. It's got that sun killer embedded into it. So we can have like, somebody wanted to do a waterfall cascading over the screen, put the projector on the opposite side and blast fish right through it. That's right, the thing's crooked. Just trying to put it off right there. Break this down. See, there's my mapping equipment. That's on my Sony VPL FH30 right there. Running my program right over there. Man, I forgot about it. Now we gotta load that up on something. Oh, this is 50 lumen fish tank display. Another screen submerged underwater, and I got a 50 lumen projector on the other side right over here, pushing the image through the screen. Show you that there's water in the tank.
Right there. It's actual water. The screen has the ability to produce images underwater.
And this is without a ripple effect. Most time, if you look through a bottle of water and everything becomes distorted on the other end, it keeps the image from coming distorted.
Show you. There's the image on the projector right there. On the laptop.
Oh man, I tell you.
Here.
These are the insane demonstrations. Oh my goodness, there's another one too right here. This was the smoke. Yeah, this was the smoke at 50 lumens. This is the one that I put out the window that absorbs sunlight.
Some people felt the need to basically show off.
It's crazy stuff like that, you know what I mean? When I first started developing gray screen paints, we did a test where someone was asking us, because I didn't have a backyard, I was actually renting out a little room. So they wanted to know exactly if our screen paint was weatherproof. So you know what I did? I got a clear tank, I painted our screen on the inside, and I filled it with water. Took our projector and shot an image right through it. Or shot an image on this side. I went through here on this side over here. And this is 8 years ago. So from the technology we have now, that comes from years and years and years of research, of testing, years and years of research, of actually perfecting it to make it the perfect projection screen. They don't even have that skill level because they didn't do any tests. None of their products have ever been tested. How are you going to learn anything if you haven't been testing your products? You can't learn nothing. Let's see, ceiling. This was a ceiling. Oh my goodness. This is the 3D mapping technology? This is 3D mapping technology. Not mapping, but we're working on a hologram projection screen that didn't require glasses. They're always doing something crazy. I mean, but you keep saying we. Yeah, me and God. He's the one that gave me the information design of this. Yeah, this is a screen I was developing that did not require any form of 3D glasses. This thing was crazy. I should bring this one out. Definitely should bring that out again. This was a pretty cool. Well, I got plenty of time because doing research and development, I got plenty of time to bring out some of our older technology and introduce it with new technology. Per projection screens, been there, done that. Turn the ceiling into liquid. This is when I had the 235.1 painted screen into my wall. I like to be able to go back in my archives and just dig stuff up. We've been doing for years, you know. Oh, stealing demonstration. We just went into the stealing. If you notice that any environment that I walk into completely changes into a complete another world. I like to do things that are different, not the same thing over and over and over again. It would drive me crazy. I'll die from boredom. I can't do that at the end of the day. I have to do something different. Look at this, watch this. Ambient light projection technology, we've always had it. Demonstrations I showed in the other house, I lived on Delaware. I lived on 176 St. Lawrence Road, I lived over there. That ceiling, we've done that already. We just made an advanced version of it. Look how it cascades like water. That's a cheap $68 motorized projection screen from Amazon. And the projector on the floor is a ViewSonic. I got it for 140 bucks. Let's go with oh shoot, Russ. Oh yeah, I need this. Styrofoam projection screen. That would be me. I'm the only one that did it. It's right there. Styrofoam projection screen. See, what Danny didn't understand when he was running his mouth about who makes a screen out of styrofoam, again, you talk too much. Let me explain something to you. There's two different types of styrofoam. The styrofoam that you get that's packed in with boxes and stuff, that comes with all those little nooks and crannies like an English muffin, and then there's something called insulation styrofoam that you get at Home Depot. It comes in seafoam green, sometimes it comes in purple, but this stuff is smooth as glass. It's smooth, and sometimes use it for sound studios, for muffling sound, but it's very smooth and it's easy to set up. So yes, styrofoam screens to show people that you can think outside the box. This is a styrofoam projection screen. That's styrofoam. Now, what I used was, because before I found out they made a 4x8, which I didn't know when I was in there, I just saw strips of it. So that's actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strips all together. There's the styrofoam panels right there that I used in the demonstration. And it's cheap. It's super cheap. And that's the results right there. When people run into a problem with it, they don't want to paint their wall and they want to paint this onto a surface. Sometimes the surface can be a bit expensive. Styrofoam is really, really cheap. It's lightweight at that on top of that, and it's not even hard to install. You coat that with our technology, this is what you can do with it. You guys are stuck in the past, that's the problem. Danny and Jamie, y'all stuck in the past. You can't think outside the box. When I first started developing screen paints, I got to a point like, why do we have to paint it on the wall? Why does it have to be on the wall? Why can't we just paint it on something else? I'm sitting there laying in bed and looking at the bed sheets. I'm like, I can turn this into a projection screen. Went to Walmart, bought a bed sheet, turned it into a projection screen. You couldn't tell one from the other. In Home Depot, I look at styrofoam. Wow, this stuff is really lightweight, it's smooth, it's nice. Why can't we turn this into a projection screen? Turn it into a projection screen. Y'all can't think outside the box. Brains are just not designed for it. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some of the stuff he designs with that what do you call it, with the 3D printing stuff. But in home theater, no. Neither one of them should be in home theater at all, period. Look at that. Styrofoam. Cheap, easy to install. Styrofoam. And I'm not talking about one long strip, no, multiple strips in there. It's like 4 or 5 strips in there. That's the reason why you need a technology with a thicker base to it, because any little nook and cranny, anything's gonna pop up, you won't see it because the screen's gonna mask all that. If you did that with a thin coating, every single imperfection between every single line, it's gonna pop up, you'll see it. That's why a thin base would never work in that situation. I should get rid of the styrofoam. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm painting my walls back the way they were, because I gotta remove anyway. Paint the walls back the way they are. I'm putting up a styrofoam screen. It's easy. I can just Velcro it to the wall, be done with it, coat it over, and be done with it. Should have did that the first time when I came here. That would have been a fantastic idea. But now I need a bigger screen here. Drawing more light. That's what I wanted. We already did that already. We passed that stage. I'm doing me another styrofoam screen. Now, the beautiful thing what I like about styrofoam, if you were to stack these to make it a little bit thicker, you can install speakers because you have insulation because it's styrofoam. You put wall speakers in there. Oh, there's so much stuff you can do with styrofoam. It's not even funny. And that's on a 720p projector at that, on our technology. What was this? What technology was this? Oh, this was a Luminous. That was a Luminous. Styrofoam. I'm gonna look up, let me see, what about bed sheets? We did bed sheets, That's another thing too about bed sheets. Bed sheets, yes, you can do those. I was paying for Carl's material, because Carl's material is really good. And I was paying for Carl's material. Well, Carl's material is like 50 to 80 bucks. These are expensive, you know, and I'm over at, I'm laying on the bed and I'm watching this movie, the screen we painted in the master bedroom. And I'm like, looking at the sheets like, how come I can't use this? So I was like, yo, drive me to freaking Walmart. And I went to Walmart. I might drove my ex crazy. Drive me to Walmart. We're in Walmart. I said, what the freak? I said, bed sheets. Nothing but bed sheets. I got a king size bed sheet. Got it home. Stapled it to a piece of wood. Coated over it. Bam! Came out perfect. And I'm thinking, man, this is fantastic. Because now people don't really have to go out and spend all this money for an expensive surface. You're going to paint over it anyway. So why are you going to spend like 50 to 80 bucks for a surface that you're just going to basically paint over top of? So let me see. Let me find our bed sheets. Here we go. This is the bed sheet right here. That's why we're always trying to think outside the box. Now, what I would have done differently here, because see right here, these spots you see, I had to go over quite a bit, but because the surface absorbs. But I didn't see that at first. Like I said, you learn from experience. This is why, like I said, doing testing, doing stuff crazy outside the box, it pays off. And like I said, we're the ones who started this first, painting over bed sheets, so you see. Other people will come back and look at our videos, try to do the same thing and say, hey, I didn't know you didn't do jack. Because I can go back and show you the timestamp when we did it versus what you did. But anyway, what I learned when I was painting this surface is that what you want to do is you want to go with 2 coats of paint. That's what I learned when I was doing the outside screens. Those screens are canvas. And when the first time I painted one in, and when I went to hang it up, I was like, gee whiz, this sucks. It's blotty. It was like blotty here and spotty here. Didn't look right because the screen was absorbing more and less depending on what surface I was painting over. It was absorbing like a sponge, half and half here. So it was looking kind of spotty. So what I did was I took it back in and put 1 coat over top of it, let it dry, put a second, put our application over it, and it came out perfectly. So it's basically all you're doing is getting the surface to absorb to it can't absorb no more. That's all. Any kind of paint will do the job. Any kind of paint. You just want it to absorb to it can't absorb anymore. And then you don't have to keep going back over the screen over and over again because you're getting these block marks here and there because the paint's not taking and it's not absorbing. Well, it's absorbing, but you know what I'm talking about. And a quick way, if you want to dry a screen that has grommet, just take a fan. You take one end of the grommet, you tie it to the handle, the air will blow underneath the screen, it'll dry from the bottom and the top. If you lay a fan on top of it, what's going to happen is you're going to have all this wet paint under the bottom of your screen. It's going to take forever for the air to seep down and dry it. And you could have one of those things where it dries on top and it's wet on the bottom, which you don't want. So that's a fast way of drying your screen. I did a couple of demonstrations on that. So this right here is the bed sheet projection screen. And this is my results. Sorry about that. So instead of you going out with our technology, like I said, our technology is designed to be painted on just about anything. It gives you the ability to think outside the box. All that tradition where you have to have a special surface and you have what if you want to paint it on? Gotta think outside the box. I went over and got those protective surfaces that they use for tables. I turned one of those into a projection screen. All right, so I don't want to get this confused with the Danny video over here, but this just shows you the idea of how we think and how they think. And from all this research, we just learn how to develop and make and design beautiful things. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna do a demonstration of going through our page and finding all the crazy stuff we painted over. We painted over some real crazy. I painted over a screen door one time. That comes out pretty nice too, screen door. So it's all the stuff you can use with our technology. There's something crazy. Check this out. You see how light the surface is? Oh, see how light that is, right? See the color there? Mind, you're in a fully lit environment. Now look at the contrast level. You remember I told about that contrast shifting technology? We've been had that technology a long time ago. Been had it. Do you see how dark the level went on that screen? Now, I had some people saying, oh, it's chameleon paint. Well, here's the funny thing about chameleon paint. Chameleon paint is when you walk around the screen automatically changes. That's what makes it chameleon paint. So when you paint your car and you go to walk around it, it changes colors. That doesn't change at all, period. I like the debunkers. Try to debunk me. Why are you trying to debunk me? Oh man, the bed sheet was nice. And it's cheap on top of that. Bed sheet's like $7. Some places you can get them for $4. That's it. So instead of you going out to, and I hate to say it, Carl, go and buy Carl's blackout cloth surface for $50 to $80. You can just go down to Walmart or Amazon or whatever and go pick yourself up a $4 bed sheet, or if you want to get a king, $8. Doesn't really make a difference. The threads don't mean jack at the end of the day. Staple that over top your frame and paint it with our technology, and voila, you got a beautiful image. I'm thinking of using an Epson projector in this demonstration. Oh, it is a 1080p model. I'm using an Epson projector behind me. I got that projector for $250. I'm gonna do another tablecloth projection screen. No, flip on that. Giving you ideas? Well, yeah, it's supposed to give you ideas. Let's do one more. Let's just get the blanket. I actually painted a blanket. Find that one right there. Let's see. Blanket projection screen. Let's see if they bring me up. Yeah, right there. I'm the only one that painted a blanket. Literally painted a blanket. So basically, you know that blanket that you get from when you move from U-Haul to give it to protect yourself, you don't scratch up your furniture or whatever. I bought a couple of those blankets from them, right? Because them things are freaking warm. They really are. I sleep with them things. They're really warm. But anyway, they're cheap, and I got this blanket, and I had it downstairs in the basement. I thought, what if I paint over this and turn this into a projection screen? Is it possible to make a blanket out of a projection screen? So this right here is a blanket. I left some of the fabric out so you can see that it is a blanket screen right there. Let me bring it down later for you. This screen right here is using that cheap plastic, you know, the kind that you get for a drop cloth. Yeah, that turned that into a screen also too. So over here, show you the demonstration. Here we go. Oh shit, what am I doing? There we go, it's better. I remember when I was doing these projection screens, and they were talking about how way back when we were doing up with grade paints, how you could not paint this on anything else but a wall only. Those were the rules. It took you hours to paint the screen in because everything had to be sanded down because the formulas that we were using were very thin at the time. And that's why you see demonstrations on the digital and pixel screen paint. You'll see something that says 1 hour or less. We painted over a trash bag, didn't we? Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna look this up. Pretty sure this is one. Trash bag projection screen? Let me see. See if we can get one. Bench sheet, trash bag projection screen. I wonder. Yeah, I did it already. I told you to do some crazy stuff, man. Gotta think outside the box, people. That's a trash bag projection screen. Trash bag projection screen. We did a trash bag. Curtains, everything. Go. Only problem with the trash bag, a lot of wrinkles. But just when I'm curious to see if we can do it. You know what I do with trash bag? Nah. You know why? Because there's just so many wrinkles in it. That's the reason why. Other than that, it came out quite nice. Oh, this was a shipping box we did. What was this right here? Piece of drywall. That's what's drywall. right, I'm done. I'd be in my archives all day long digging up stuff. Right at 250. Oh, we did test their screen too. That Lewinsky was screen tested that screen a long time ago. We did all that already. All right, that's basically about it. Do I care what Danny's going to come up with next? No, I really don't. It just shows you the pattern and history of him basically going in. So I get caught up in my videos. It shows you a pattern and history of him doing this. There you go. Let's go to no. So you see this right here? All I have to do is type in PARTAY AV, sold out, and this shows a record of every time he basically pulled that stunt where he basically came on camera, came up with a new product, canceled it, came back up with another product, canceled it, well, canceled was sold out, claimed he had sold out, canceled orders, everything, it's all right here. You can do research, just go to our website right from there. I mean, from our page right there. All right, I'm out of here, people. I'm gonna kill some zombies, play a little gaming, and dang, I forgot. We got updates to do. Oh crap, we do got updates to do on the website. All right, Kraken Jackson, let's get the updates at the end of the day. Cancel. I'm gonna get my music back on. Where's my music at? Pausing that. I'll put my music I had on. Here we go. See y'all later. I gotta go. As I said before you go out there and buy screen paints, make sure you do the research. You do not want to get ripped off. Gotta go and God bless.